Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today, here's the list that I'm going to be playing. It's going to go real quick, but we're going to be back to the grind, uploading videos and doing the shenanigans. This is a video that I recorded on my phone with the app, obviously. But the reason why I'm recording it with the phone is because on the app, on the PC, it goes away. It doesn't have any internet at all whatsoever. So we're gonna be playing Metang. I think this list. It's one of the cool ones that I have built. I think I have the potion instead of the jumbo ice cream added to it. But that's okay. No veggie on that one. I have to add the jumbo. I think the jumbo ice cream is better than the hyper potion. I think the potion that I have is the you heal 60 or you heal 60 discard an energy. But since we're playing a deck that has 3 energies on it, so I might as well play a jumbo, heal 80. Plus we're playing the the Cranite Stadium, and we're playing the Carbon. That will also allow us to have 60 damage reduction. You're gonna say, why are you not playing the full metal stadium? Full metal stadium is the sub-optimal way to go because it protects all your steel Pokemon, regardless if it is a Steve or not. So that's one of the changes that I had to do with it. But you can see here we started with our Duraludon. We got the Genesect. We have a rare candy for next turn, so all we have to do in this scenario, hopefully if our hand doesn't get disrupted, it will be using Genesect to to get ourselves the Metagros EX, rare candy, evolve it. We have a steel energy in hand, so we can attach that steel energy into the active, use the ability of Metagros to accelerate another metal and a psychic to ourselves, and then play Lily. See what else we got. But we're playing with Goldengo Charizard. Weird shenanigan there. But we got those. Let's go ahead and take care of this. And like I said, we're gonna use that rare candy. Evolve. Energy into the active. X boot to accelerate 2 energies, Psychic and Metal. Psychic will go to the Metagross and Metal will go to the active. We also have the Archaludon in the active, so all we have to do is evolve it, Lily, and now we're ready to do 220 damage. We have the Carbon that will protect our Metagross. Carbon has 2 retreat costs, so it's good to attach that air balloon in there. And like I said, you see the super potion. We had the super potion here, but I should have changed it into the jumbo ice cream. So that way, instead of healing 60, discard an energy, we can just heal 80 and not discard no energies at all. So that's kind of good. And gonna be taking our first prize here. We have we already have 2 attackers set up, which is kind of okay, kind of good. And now looking at this hand, we don't have supporter, but we can use Ultra Ball to discard the Metang and another Ultra Ball to get ourselves another Beldum, bench the Beldum, attach energy, and you see, because we have another rare candy, so that's a good thing. We can just get it. But we already have 2 attackers, so I don't think we should do it, but that's probably the goal around it. But yeah, he's gonna try default. Well, that's pretty bad, but we have a rare candy, not that big of a veggie. We can just recycle it, or what we can do is evolve the active. Exactly. Do the not so fast evolution shenanigans, so that way if he de-evolves it again, I don't have to waste a rare candy to power up. And we also have Mawile there to finish the game. So once you take 4 prizes, Mawile, you should be able to establish Mawile, accelerate energies, and take a big knockout. I don't think you can knock out a Charizard, but there is you can knock out those stage 2 Mega Pokemons or whatever that has a lot of HP on it. So, but sadly for my opponent, he's on the brick zone, and we already have that stadium, so we can potentially bench it or play it. But we're gonna be, if he doesn't bench no other Pokemon, yeah, that's a win. That's a wrap there for us. We'll just go ahead and hit it for 220 and knock it out. That was a weird deck shenanigan, but it's a win. We take those. A win is a win. Let me see if I can move myself a little bit to the down. There. Much better. Alright, let's go for game number 2 with our opponent. And with this deck, you kind of want to go first all the time. My bad. All the time, so that way, because we are a setup deck, and we're also playing Judge for hand disruption. Judge is going to be rotating soon, so that is not quite good at all. But we're going to be playing it until is valid, and then afterwards, once rotation hits, and we're gonna be screwed because we're not gonna have no hand disruption whatsoever. And I think the Alakazam deck is gonna be a little bit more popular due to the fact that it's not gonna have hand disruption. But we have to see if Dunsparce stays in the vicinity, which I think it will. I don't think none of it rotates. Plus, you have those Pokepads shenanigans that are pretty good. My hand is horrendous. I have no supporter. No supporter, no rare candy. What we can do here is thin the deck and getting those 2 extra cards out of the deck, so that way we can increase our chances of getting a supporter next turn. Hopefully. Most likely it's not going to happen, but you know. And we can go ahead and discard those 2 and thin the hand a little bit more. Why? Because we have a nice stretcher and we have a super rod that we can use if push comes to shove. And we have Metang, so if my opponent goes super slow, let's hope for the best that he bricks like super bad. And then we can just evolve 1 turn, wait for the other turn, and on turn 3 we can start attacking. Which I don't think is gonna be a possibility, but you know, it is what it is. So let's see how this goes. And I also have a Mega Venusaur deck built, but it does not play the it doesn't play the Bayleaf at all. It doesn't play the Bayleaf due to the fact that I prefer not to have 2 stage 2 Pokemons in the deck, making it clunky. I know that you can have the force to super speed up and evolve quickly, but my intake is I have it with the Ogerpon, so I have like 4 copies of Ogerpon, and I just bench 2 Bulbasaurs and the rest with Ogerpons, accelerate energies with the Teal Mass, then second turn hopefully get the stadium, evolve, and you have the ability Jungle Totem, I think it is, that you can move the energies. So that's, to me, that's the fastest way to set up the Mega Venusaur and start attacking with it. And over here you can see that I didn't get too much of a thing to do here. My opponent is gonna get the sauce, but for next turn hopefully we can evolve the Metagros. We are we have the Night Stretcher. We can use the Night Stretcher to get the steel energy from the discard pile, attach it, and then hit this Ogre Palm for 200. That's the only downside to it, that you're only doing 200. But I mean, Dragapult does 200. The only thing that Dragapult is like stage 1 allows you to draw more cards, and stage 2 allows you to just hit 200 plus 60 to the bench. So relatively small, better. The good thing about the Metagros is that it has 340 HP. It's pretty good. And I also have the Mega Venusaur. I have it with Wally's, so that way whenever they hit the Mega Venusaur, I can just use the ability to retrieve those energies, heal, and continue. But over here, I'm gonna put those Pokemons back into the deck. Nice Stretcher, the Metal Energy, attached Metal Energy, Metallic. Why not? Because thinning the deck out of 2 cards. We put 3 in, so but we're gonna thin it even more. That's 4 cards out of the deck, including those energies, and we don't have our Stadium to take less damage. So for next turn, we're gonna be in a pickle if we don't draw into any supporter, no nothing. We're gonna be in a bad situation because we're gonna get hit. He does. Right now he has 4 energies because the Meganium has an ability that grants energies counts as 2, not as 1. So he's gonna be doing 30 base, 3, 6, 9, 120, 31, 40, 150, 150 without counting my energies. So, but we have the Super Potion. We can heal. That'll be whatever damage reduction we get from it. Plus 60 heal. But here's the thing: if you had the Jumbo Ice Cream, you could have healed 80, which is way better than 60. So that's the only thing that I had to change in here, and also the stadiums. Those are the 2 things. So if you like this list that I'm playing, change those 2 things. I think it'll be better. Another deck idea I have is playing Hydreigon with the Gengar. I want to play those 2 because I think it's gonna be. I have an idea, because my goal is not trying to do the Obsidian. Yes, we're gonna have the energies to do the Obsidian, to do 130, 130, 130, but is mainly for the 200 discard, 3 energy. So hopefully it works. Hopefully. This guy is gonna be swinging for 210 damage. 210, and he is a big chunky Venusaur, having 480 HP due to the Hero's Cape. So that's pretty good. My opponent is super set up. I'm in the struggle bus at the moment because we can take a hit now, but after that, we're not going to be able to take another one. So, kind of a dicey situation. What we can do also is go after the oh no, it's less damage because we're resistant to grass. So that's even better. So that was 60 damage reduction out of it. Wow. So we could potentially stay alive for another hit if we do the healing shenanigan. See? Now we have 120. He's gonna do 180. So yeah, we're gonna be staying alive. We're gonna be able to take another hit. I think Marvel Rivals has been installed, so that's pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't kick in and start in the middle of recording. X Boot Machina to accelerate energies into the Genesect, because we might be attacking with the Genesect because that's the only thing that we might have. Or the game plan for next turn, if I still in the brick zone, what I can do is I'm gonna be able to take that damage in from the Mega Venusaur, survive. I think he. Whoa, no. Because I have to get rid of the Hero's Cape. Never mind. Scratch it. But I'm playing a copy of Tool Scraper in my list. So even if I don't get to knock it out, I can still wait for that Tool Scraper, then use Tool Scraper, take out that tool, he'll get knocked out. He's only healing 30 with the attack that he's doing, so that's not too bad. But at the same time, we have to get a better top deck here. If not, we are a dookie. If you know what I'm saying. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing that we're resistant to grass, because imagine if we had the stadium, that would have been 3-6. That would have been 90 damage reduction, plus the healing. We're gonna potentially survive 2 hits. But he is shaken out, and he's not going to attack with the Mega Venusaur, which I think he should have, because I don't knock him out. Because he still survived by 80, and then if he attacks again, if he attacks twice, then he's gonna be healing 60 eventually. So he's gonna be good, unless he's playing the copy of Wally, which is one of the how I have it on my list, and he can heal 200 damage, and then we're gonna be losing. And if we don't get a supporter, but if we do get a Drawdon next turn, I can accelerate a metal energy to it, then leave it standby, and then have our second attacker ready. So that's another thing that we should worry about. So he's gonna be doing a lot. He has 2, 4, 6. He has 6 energies on for a swoop. Man, we thought so. That's why he retreated the Mega Venusaur, so that way he can take the knockout. So now we are in a bit of a predicament, because we ain't got nothing. Yeah, that's a scoop up for me. Alright, game 1 we got it. Game 2, on the other hand, game 1 we got it. Game 2, dicey, brick, no supporters whatsoever. We're gonna go for game number 3 and see if we get this going. If we can get 2 out of 3, hopefully. Gel Googs. Gel Googies. Yes, we want to go first. Always with this deck, you always want to go first. I also have a Cinderace Terra type Pokemon with a baby Cinderace. It's super cool. I just have to show you guys whenever I do the other video, because with baby Cinderace, you get if you start with it on your hand, you play 4 copies of it. If you start with it, you can attach the energy, swing for 50, and at the same time accelerate 3 energies into the back. So it's kind of cool. This hand, we have a supporter at least, so we can attach the metal energy into the active. We're gonna be going up against Dragapult, so Dragapult's gonna be cool. We can even use that Ultra Bolt to discard energy. Both energies. We have the Super Rod, so it's gonna be fine. Getting that Carbing. And then for next turn we have Lily. We can Super Rod now. Yeah, why not? Put those 2 back in. And yeah. Benching the Fecundipity now is not cool. I should have hold it. Because if let's say that he has what is this guy playing? Is he gonna do Dragapult Confusion? I don't know. Let's see if our Iono hand is good. We still got a Lily, so we can just go ahead and draw. I don't know why he's playing Cyclosaur with Dragapult. This dude is playing a weird concoction with Dragapult Satus. Extremely weird. Not the usual list that you see every now and then, where you get to see the Dragapult with the Bidoo, Latias, and all that stuff. But at least we got a second Beldum. And we can go ahead. I should have used the Ultra Ball to get the Genesect. See, because we got an energy. Now let's just hope that we don't have the Genesect prize. So that way we can. But we don't have an energy either way. But we can still get the Genesect, get the Metank, and get the Metagros in play. Accelerate energies into the active for 2 energies. Yeah, I think that's the play. That's the play, but we didn't do it. We should have done that. We should have. And another thing that I'm lacking of, that I have to get the habit of, is doing price check. I have to go ahead and do the price check regardless. And I think we didn't go for the Genesect because we had a price. I don't know. It could be a possibility or something like that. But hopefully we don't get punished. We will for sure. But he has 2 cards in hand. 3. One of them is an energy. He can attach that energy into the Cyclosaur. Yeah. Potentially accelerate energies or something. I don't know what the hell it does. Gonna be swinging for no damage because we have our stadium and we have carving, so it's pretty cool. Now, yeah, that's why we didn't have the Genesect, so it was good holding on to. But now we top like an energy, so that way we can just attach the energy, X boot, accelerate 2, swing for 200 into the active, and getting rid of 2 energies plus the crystal, which is super good. Even if he will have to promote something else in order to conserve the Satus, to evolve it, and then have an energy to accelerate. But I don't think he has. I think we're pretty much dominating in. We're putting pressure on our opponent because I don't think he has unless he has another Crispin in hand. That way he can do a second Crispin, accelerate energy, attach per turn, and do the attack. But due to the fact that he sent off that little roly-coly, he has this at 2, so he's gonna be able to. He does have it. He does have it. Because with the trumpet, he can accelerate the energy into the active, psychic energy from hand that he has previous, accelerated with Satu, and then draw 2 more cards. But then, well, he could have done it and draw more cards. So I don't know why. But we can get ahead. Yeah, that's the. Since he did not use the ability because he had a. No, he attached the psychic energy into the active. We took it out, so okay, no. He couldn't have. He doesn't have an energy in hand. I thought he did, but silly me. But going after this guy is better due to the fact that he's not gonna be able to draw. That's his draw engine, the Satu. You also have the draw engine for the draw cloak. Look at the top 2. Put one on the bottom, one on the hand. So that's a thing too. Only doing 120 because we have that stadium and carbon So if we get 2 hyper potions, we can heal all that damage that he did to us. And something that I can do also here, play Judge to disrupt his hand. He drew a bunch of cards, so I think Judge is the suboptimal play here. To just keep putting pressure, hand disruption, and see, there's the tool scraper that I was talking about on last game. I should have used one thing that I see here. I should have used that ability before doing Judge, so that way we don't draw into energies. But it is what it is. I think, yeah, you can even, man, if you had Monkey Dory into this list, it's gonna be just a whole bunch of garbaggio. So I think we should have it there and leave it there and just do 200. 200 is not the greatest. Like I said, there's a lot of decks out there that are doing more than 200 damage, which is better. But this one is a tank. The way I build it is a tank. And also, I think one of the things that you can add to the deck is there is a necklace that, if I'm not mistaken, came out on the Mega Set. The Mega Set or the Phantasmos, whatever, one of them two, that if you have an ability, you take 30 less damage. In this deck, it's kind of good because then you have the stadium, you have carving, you have the necklace, so you could be potentially taking a lot of less damage. Plus the Jumbo Ice Cream, heal 80, and we had the scoop up. So, and here it's gonna be a tricky attack because I have to. If we flip heads, the attack goes through. If the tails, we take 30 damage. But what I see here is we're gonna retreat, promote, and swing. Later on, what we can do is use Professor's 2-row scenarios or use the Super Scoop Up to pick up that injured Metagros and take it out of the field, because right now it's a liability. And I think we need also need to use a Super Rod to refresh those energies back into the deck, because right now we have, never mind, we have a Steel Energy from the prices. So our second Metagros that has no damage on it, we can attach that energy to ready to attack. Now the thing is, since our opponent refreshed his hand last turn by attacking us, hopefully he doesn't have a boss's orders. If he does, he's gonna be able to boss the damaged Metagros, put it in the active, spread 60 damage, and he'll be doing Iono to us. That's nasty. That energy is not gonna be able. Well, never punish. Like I said, since now the energy is in the, it's in the deck, what we can do is we can hit this Dragapult for 200. Hopefully he doesn't take 6 prices, because there's how weird shenanigans. That's how it works. And then we can retreat, promote the other one, hit it for 200 more, take our last 2 prices, and win. So I have a map. We have a win condition here. Even though we have a hand size of 2, we already have our Pokemon's powered up. We managed to get that energy from the prices, which is super good. So even if we didn't get the energy from the prices, we have Lily. That Lily can get us potentially that Super Rod and get it. So yeah, I think we're in a good spot. We can still play Lily here. Hopefully we get that scoop up. That'll be, there it is. Scoop up coming in clutch, picking up that Metagros, denying my opponent 2 prices. We're gonna be able to take another hit from deactive. Now it's gonna only be 200 and 280. So we're in a pretty good spot. We do have that second energy. I don't think we should play that one yet, because we only have one steel energy. Yeah, we should wait. Don't bench it yet. Hopefully. Yeah, because if we had, or what we can do, let's just put this. He retreats into that Dracloak, brings that Dracloak, evolve it, and has a fresh Dragapult in the active. What we can do is bench that Mawile, X-boot, accelerate the steel energy, play Lily, and hopefully Lily will get us the Super Rod or the Night Stretcher. With the Night Stretcher, we can pick up that. Never mind. Forget about it. You want to play Mawile? Psych. So now we're gonna be. Now we're gonna be in a pickle. He's attacking with the active? Dude, I have 2 prizes left. He should have retreated to the other one. Because right now you just lose. Right now you just lose. So that will be it for Metagros EX. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. If you have any comments, just put them down below. Let me know what you think of it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.